When you write posts on your Facebook page, you actually have a limit of 420 characters. If it's something like, say, 250 characters, you'll see that it might not post. It won't be visible completely, but there'll be a more link and people can expand what you wrote. But if you tried to write something really long, like I'm going to go ahead and paste something that I have in my clipboard right here, this kind of a note, and you click share, Facebook will beep at you. It'll say your status update is too long. It has to be less than 420 characters. You've entered 3,087 characters. It suggests that you do this as a note, and then it chooses edit as note. So actually, I'm going to cancel out of here, and let's set up notes. I'm going to delete all this, and we'll talk about the notes application. If you had an existing Facebook page before Facebook changed the design, which was around about March of 2011, then you might already see a link at the left that says notes. But if you created it after then you might not see the link that says notes. And I'll show you how you can add it. Go to Edit Page, and then select Apps. Now, I'm going to have a video all about apps, but there are a number of apps that come with Facebook, like that Photos with the albums and comments and so on. That is actually a Facebook app that is bundled with all Facebook pages. Another one is Notes. If I choose Edit Settings, under Profile, I can choose Add, so that it adds it as a link underneath my profile picture. It used to be a tab, and I think Facebook forgot to clean up this part of the interface. Tabs going across the top of the page. We don't do that anymore. While I'm here, I might as well show you additional permissions. That whenever you write a note, the note summary, or the first few lines, will appear on your wall by default. If you don't want that to happen for some reason, you can turn that off. Now when I go to the page, you can see that Notes appears here as a link. I like it because it's easier. If I'm going to write something long for my Facebook page, instead of waiting for Facebook to beep at me and offer to take me to Notes, I can just start out by writing a note. So what is a note? It's kind of like a little miniature blog that you have in your Facebook page. I'm going to write a note. As soon as you click write a note, this looks just like, or not just like, but it's close to what a blog page would be when you add a new post. So I might say, the history of chocolate, and then come down here, and I would just write a long post. I'm going to paste what I have in here. You can make things bold, so I'll say dark chocolate, and so on. You can make numbered lists, bulleted lists. You can quote so that things get indented, like I'll click inside here and quote that so that they get indented. And then you can tag, and tagging means that you can add your friends here one by one. You start typing their name, and Facebook will auto-complete it for you. And then they will be notified that they've been tagged in a note, and they might come over here to read it. Unfortunately, you can't say notify everybody, like notify all your fans. This is actually tied to your friends, not the people who like this page. So it's kind of weird. But if this note, if you really wanted a particular friend of yours to realize that you wrote this note on your page, remember there's no guarantee it's going to end up in their wall feed, that this is a way to make sure that they're notified. I'm not actually going to tag anybody, but you can also add a photo to this if you'd like. And you can preview what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and preview this. All right. There's the indent way down here. And then I'll say go ahead and publish it. So the note's been created. Now, if we go to our page, this is what happens when you write a long note. It's a great feature. Remember, the default setting was that it had permission to write to your wall. So the first few lines appear in your wall and also in any of your page's likes in their own news feed. And then if they want to read the entire article, they would click this and it would jump them right to your notes section, kind of like your miniature blog here. There's a lot of other links that you could explore over here. You could look at, friends' notes and other people's notes, and you can review your drafts. You can see if anybody's tagged you in a note and so on. I only know of a couple people who use it all the time, but most people hardly ever use notes. And I think that you only discover it by accident when you try to write a really long post. But I think you can see that it's actually a great feature. And, it comes with the Facebook page, so why not add it to the list of links here at the left?